I'm not wearing a costume. Are you?
No. Welcome to Functional Human Design and our living room.
My name's Jess.
And I'm Reid.
And today we're going to talk about the profiles, which are really the costumes that we wear every day. And they can be really fun or not fun. Just depends on how you take it.
Clearly.
So the profiles within human design are also called the lines. And there are 12 profiles, but they are a combination of two lines together create this idea, this costume that you wear throughout life. Now, each of the costumes has a shadow and a gift. And when you learn to stand in the gift and you understand who you are, what costume you're wearing, it makes life so much easier. Now, we could do a 12-day series and go through each of the profiles, but it kind of defeats the purpose of understanding what the 6 lines are and how they work together. It's a lot easier to just understand all 6 lines because then you're going to see them throughout your life. Quick cut right here to how to identify the lines in your actual chart.
So when you're looking at your chart and you see this profile 6-2 and you're like, where the heck does that come from? The first number always comes from your personality or conscious side. It is the 6s after the decimal point. The 2 is over here. It's your sun and earth, personality and design, or conscious and subconscious. So the lines of our personality are kind of like the costumes that we put on. It's who we think we are, whereas our design is more of who we actually are within our essence. The reason why I think it's important for people to learn all 6 lines is because if you look down my chart, you're going to see that I have, and almost everybody has, all of the lines. So depending on which planet you're looking at or which placement position, it's going to show up as a different character. Now, my primary is that of a 6-2, but I wear lots of different costumes and it just adds a flavor to who you are. So when you click on it, the 20, the gate name is about now, contemplation. But my line name is sageness, and that's really the flavor that I bring to it. So yes, there's contemplation in the now, but then I wear the line is a specific flavor to that gate. This is why you can have multiple people that are all 6-2s or left angle cross of dualities, but if they have different gates, there's different flavors to it. Like another 6-2 would have completely different gates, but then if there was someone else that's an emotional manifesting generator and they have different lines that create that profile, then they're going to wear different costumes with those same lines. This is part of what makes each one of us so unique. So I encourage you, yes, of course, study your profile, but also look at all the different flavors, all the different costumes you have throughout your life, and think about the foundation of moving from 1 all the way to 6 and the different costumes that you wear throughout.
So now you know how to see the lines, where the lines are in your chart. You see how important it is to understand all 6 of them because you have all 6 of them, but your primary are just the first 2.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense. Like, of course we have all the lines. Otherwise, we wouldn't be complete. We're all part of the spectrum. We're all part of the rainbow of consciousness.
That we
Rainbow.
are. So we are going to start at the base of the hexagram, which is line 1. I love line 1s, partly because I birthed 2 of them, and partly because they are the foundation of the entire hexagram. They're like we all know the story about the house built on the sand. It doesn't work real well. What happens, Reid, when you build a house on the sand?
It just kind of slips away.
Right. And that is exactly what happens with line 1s when they're in their shadow. They lean into insecurity and they just chameleon into whoever they think you want them to be. And that, yeah, it's a hard way to live life when you're always shape shifting into something else. Human design calls line ones the investigator. Gene Keys calls line one the anchor. To me, they feel like a solid foundation of knowing. Because when a line one goes in and does the investigative work themselves and they get to learn who they are, they become like a solid rock and they provide that groundedness, that rootedness for everyone around them. So if you are a line one, it's really important to investigate and learn about the things that excite you, the things that you're really curious about. Go deep and learn it for yourself, because it's an internal investigation that then becomes external, and everyone around you benefits from that foundation of knowledge and wisdom that you bring.
It reminds me of when we're young and we ask a lot of questions. We've had quite a few of those toddlers that as they get to a certain age, it's like 3 and 4, they just ask and ask and ask and ask and ask.
Why is the sky blue? Why is the couch brown? Why does the ceiling not fall on our head?
What's that?
Right. And that is the essence of the one line. It's really getting to the bottom of the things that fascinate you, that give you that really firm foundation. So if you're a one line and you're kind of stuck in wearing costumes that aren't really you, try going a little deeper and really giving yourself permission to learn about the things that excite you, that to expand and grow, because that growth will actually give you a foundation that makes you so amazing to be around. My one lines, I just love the strength and the foundation, the rootedness of who they are. Speaking of,
there's a one line.
There's a one line right there. I love that one line. Go ahead, speak on by.
Speaking of, he's great with one-liners.
Don't know where he got that. Yeah, you're good. Oh, you're leaving with food on your bike? You're going to eat in the garage. You don't have to eat in the garage. Why don't you eat in the main part of the house? And unless you want to investigate what's in the garage, go for it, buddy. I love you too.
What happens when I eat in the garage before I leave?
It's pretty hot out there.
That's a pretty great example right there.
And allowing people to investigate things for themselves, because while we may know that it's 117 in the garage, he hasn't yet figured that out. And so I really admire that he's not chameleoning to our desires, because he can figure it out on his own. He eats in the garage enough, guess what? He'll learn it's hot. So join us for tomorrow when we jump into line 2, which is equally as fun and maybe a different costume.
Could be.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye now.